Hello, welcome back to HWLRADIO.com. You're here with your main man, Hollywood. And today we have the 2019 Golden Globes winners complete list. And here it goes right here, y'all. Green Book picks up 3 honors, while the American wins Best TV Drama and the Kominsky Method wins for TV Comedy. Leading the way at the 76th Annual Golden Globe ceremony on Sunday was Universal's Green Book, which claimed 3 wins in the Best Comedy, Best Supporting Actor, and Best Screenplay categories. Netflix Roma, meanwhile, took home 2 wins in the Foreign Language and Director categories, as did Fox's Bohemian Rhapsody, which won in the Best Drama and Best Actor categories. On the TV side, FX's The Americans nabbed a Best Drama Series win, and Netflix's The Kominsky Method won in Best Comedy Series category. Sony's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse claimed the Best Animated Feature win, and FX's Assassin of Giovanni Versace American Crime Story won in the Limited TV Series category. Warner Brothers' A Star is Born won for Best Original Song for Shallow, while Universal's First Man claimed the Best Original Score win. The full winners list, and here it goes. For Best Motion Picture, we had Bohemian Rhapsody was the winner. It was up against Black Klansman, Black Panther, If Beale Street Could Talk, and A Star is Born. Best Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy, the winner of that was Green Book, and it was up against Crazy Rich Asians, The Favorite, Mary Poppins Returns, and Vice. Then we have Best Director, Motion Picture. The winner goes to Alfonso Cuarón. That's a weird name. The Roma is the movie that he was the winner for, and he went up against Bradley Cooper, who did A Star is Born, Peter Farrelly, who did Green Book, Spike Lee, who did Black Klansman. Damn, Spike Lee still getting in there. Adam McKay, who did Vice. All right, and then we got Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture Drama. And the winner was Glenn Close, The Wife. That went up against Lady Gaga, A Star is Born, Nicole Kidman, Destroyer, Melissa McCarthy, Can You Ever Forgive Me, Rosamund Pike, A Private War. Damn, Lady Gaga is motherfucker pretty close. Now that there is something big too, shit. I didn't know Lady Gaga could act like that. But we got Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture Drama. And the winner went to Rami Malek. Bohemian Rhapsody was the winner. Well, he went up against Bradley Cooper in A Star is Born, Willem Dafoe at Eternity's Gate, and Lucas Hedges at Boy Erased, John David Washington at Black Klansman. And then we have the Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. And that went to Olivia Colman from The Favorite. And she went up against Emily Blunt and Mary Poppins, Elise Fisher in 8th Grade, Charlize Theron from Tully, Constance Wu in Crazy Rich Asians. That had to be the sister or whoever that girl was that went to the party. And then for Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy, the winner was Christian Bale from Vice, and he went up against Lin-Manuel Miranda and Mary Poppins, Viggo Mortensen in Green Book, Robert Redford in The Old Man and the Gun, John C. Reilly in Stan and Ollie. And then we had Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role in Any Motion Picture. And that went to Regina King. Regina King's still in that motherfucker. And that was If Beale Street Could Talk. And she was going up against Amy Adams in Vice, Claire Foy in First Man, Emma Stone in The Favorite, and Rachel Weisz in The Favorite. Damn, The Favorite. Got some. I have to check that damn movie out. You got 2 motherfuckers in there. What was that again? The Best Performance? And then you got Best Performance by an Actor in Supporting Role in Any Motion Picture. And the winner went to Mahershala Ali in Green Book. I hope I said the name right. And then he went up against Timothy Chalamet in Beautiful Boy, Adam Driver in Black Klansman, Richard E. Grant in Can You Ever Forgive Me, Sam Rockwell in Vice. And then we had the Best Television Series, Drama. That went to the Americans, and they went up against Bodyguard, Homecoming, Killing Eve, and Pose. The next category is the Best Television Series, Comedy or Musical. The Kominsky Method was the winner, and they was going up against Barry, The Good Place, Kidding, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. And next we had the Best Television Limited Series or Motion Picture Made for Television. And the winners was The Assassins of Giovanni Versace, American Crime Story. And they were going up against The Alienists, Escape at Dannemora, Sharp Objects, A Very English Scandal. Next up we had Best Performance by an Actress in a Television Series, Drama, and that went to Sandra Oh in Killing Eve. And she was going up against Catriona Balfe in Outlander, Elizabeth Moss in The Handmaid's Tale, Julia Roberts in Homecoming, Kerry Russell in The Americans. And next up we had the Best Performance by a Male Actor in a Television Series, Comedy or Musical, and that went to Michael Douglas in The Kominsky Method. And he was going up against Sacha Baron Cohen in Who is America, Jim Carrey in Kidding, Donald Glover in Atlanta, Bill Hader in Barry. Next up, we had Best Performance by an Actress in a Television Series, Comedy or Musical, and that went to Rachel Brosnahan in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. And that was going up against Kristen Bell in The Good Place, Candice Bergen and Murphy Brown, Elise Brie in Glow, Deborah Messon in Will and Grace. And next up, we had Best Performance by an Actor in a Television Series, Drama, and that went to Richard Madden in Bodyguard. And he was going up against Jason Bateman in Ozark, Stephen James in Homecoming, Billy Porter in Pose, Matthew Rise in The Americans. And next up, we had Best Performance by an Actor in a Limited Series or Motion Picture Made for Television, and that went to Darren Criss, The Assassins of Giovanni Versace, American Crime Story. And that was going up against Antonio Banderas and Genius Picasso, Daniel Brohl and The Alienists, Benedict Cumberbatch and Patrick Melrose, Hugh Grant and A Very English Scandal. And next up, we had Best Performance by an Actress in a Limited Series or Motion Picture Made for Television, and that went to Patricia Arquette in Escape at Dannemora. And she was going up against Amy Adams, Sharp Objects, Connie Britton's Dirty John, Laura Dern's The Tale, and Regina King's 7 Seconds. Regina King was in two damn things. Next up, we had Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role in a Series, Limited Series, or Motion Picture Made for Television, and that went to Patricia Clarkson, Sharp Objects. And she was going up against Alex Bornstein, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Penelope Cruz, The Assassination of Giovanni Versace, American Crime Story, Thandie Newton in Westworld, and Yvonne Strahovski in The Handmaid's Tale. Next up, we had Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role in a Series, Limited Series, or Motion Picture Made for Television, and the winner was Ben Whishaw, A Very English Scandal, and he was going up against Alan Arkin, Kominsky's Method, Karen Culkin's Secession, Edgar Ramirez, The Assassination of Giovanni Versace, American Crime Story, and Henry Winkler in Barry. And next up, we had Best Foreign Language Film, which was Roma, and it was going up against Capernaum, Girl, Never Look Away, and Shoplifters. Next up, we had Best Animated Feature Film, and the winner went to Spider-Man and Into the Spider-Verse, and it was going up against Incredibles 2, Isles of Dogs, Mara, and Ralph Breaks the Internet. And next up, we had Best Screenplay Motion Picture, and the winner was Brian Hayes Curry, Peter Farrell, and Nick Vallelonga, Green Book. And they were going up against Alfonso Cuarón in Roma, Deborah Davis and Tony McNamara in The Favorite, Barry Jenkins, If Beale Street Could Talk, Adam McKay in Vice. And next up, we had Best Original Score Motion Picture, and that went to Justin Hurwitz in First Man. And he was going up against Marco Beltrami in A Quiet Place, Alexandra Desplat in Isles of Dogs, Ludwig Göransson in Black Panther, Mark Shaman in Mary Poppins Returns. And next up we had Best Original Song Motion Picture, which was Shallow, A Star Was Born. Music by Lady Gaga, Mark Ronson, Anthony Rosmondo, Andrew Wyatt, and lyrics by Lady Gaga, Mark Ronson, Anthony Rosmondo, Andrew Wyatt. And it was going up against All the Stars, Black Panther, music by Kendrick Lamar, Anthony Tiff, Mark Spears, Solana Rowe, Al Shuckerberg, lyrics by Kendrick Lamar, Anthony Tifton, Mark Spears, Solana Rowe, Al Shuckerberg. Girls in the Movies, Dumpling, music by Dolly Parton, Linda Perry, lyrics by Dolly Parton, Linda Perry. Requiem for a Private War, from a Private War, music by Annie Lennox, lyrics by Annie Lennox. Revelation, Boy Erased, music by Troye Sivan Johnson, lyrics by John Thor Bergizon, Troye Sivan, Brett McLaughlin, and Brett McLaughlin. Well, shit. That was long as hell. I did it, but motherfucker, I got a lot of movies to check out because I ain't seen too much of none of this shit. But I know I'm looking at motherfucking runner-ups too. I'm checking out all that shit. So I got a lot of shit to catch up on. So my TV watches won't be boring right now because I got a long list of shit, and hopefully Netflix got them. But that's going to be the show for today, so make sure you go over to HWLRADIO.com, download the radio station app, make sure you check out the sponsors page and shit. I'm out.